like they were, you know. So yeah. Anyway, this is what I brought.
So this song is again called "The Neighbor's Son." It listed at the beginning.
Yeah.
I wonder where it was filmed.
See this?
But they never showed us the neighbor's
Ibn al-Garam, son of neighbor. She's very well branded.
Yeah.
Ibn al-Garam.
Yeah, it was full of product placement. The one that he's working in class had $2.
Yeah.
A little underage.
I was like, wait, yeah, the toothpaste.
There he is.
I thought I was the only one that noticed it. It's sad.
Notice what?
Oh, how little the sun is.
You marry him off really young.
No, but you might have asked her to deliver it to her daughter. Wait, this is
I'm still waiting to show you like the hot neighbor. Yeah, the little kid.
She is the hot neighbor.
Ibn al-Garam, not Bint al-Garam.
You were the.
So this is actually a Coca-Cola commercial.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think this is filmed in Morocco.
Yeah.
Somewhere where you can do that.
That would be great.
How can you go here and dress like that?
Yeah, it's Muslim.
Nancy, I think she might be Christian. But you know, there's countries like in Lebanon, women can still dress like that. Morocco,
Yeah.
I mean, in Iran, people dressed like that, but not anymore. Jordan, you can. There's no legal thing about covering your hair.
Saudi Arabia,
Yeah.
on the compound, yes. Off the compound, no.
You can't even walk alone.
No. Women are not allowed to drive, and
Oh, no,
they
have you
have
also
to.
like giving her hints?
Just Morocco.
Is this the neighbor?
Is that the neighbor? Was that
Where's the neighbor's son?
Very
Oh! Nice.
Alright. Okay, girl.
Please show me.
Oh, there he is. Is that him?
Oh!
Okay.
Okay. Wait, why is the fridge open? Was someone that distracted?
Dominic, did you get distracted?
Wait, can we find out who that actor was? Please.
I
So
like
the
him.
neighbor's son
Oh yeah, he's
was
gorgeous.
with jewelry? What
Well,
was he
I guess
doing?
she lost.
She lost
Oh.
an earring or something. Yeah.
Oh.
And people were giving her hints along the way.
I thought
And then she was like,
way to our heart was through the jewels.
Thank you, Dallas, for this wonderful
That's
book.
a
That
big
was
meme.
great, thank you.
That's actually a big meme in sort of Persian poetry. Is like when you fake lose something so that someone can bring it back to you.
Yeah, but that's like what was it? What era? Like early 1900s when women would like throw their handkerchiefs for the cute
Yeah.
soldier to pick it up.
How about the
right?
lost slipper? And
yeah, that's very crazy.
I mean, but
Yeah.
you should
Cinderella.
I would not take off my shoes for my shoes, especially if it's expensive.
Well, Cinderella just lost it. You know, she didn't want to turn into a pumpkin or whatever.
Our
Or
carriage.
the carriage.
Why would she?
You gotta know
Are you
your
going?
stories.
Who is next?
Me.
Yeah.
Stephanie, all right.
Okay.
Don't. Yeah, it's okay.
Oh,
It's fine. Don't worry about
Oh,
it.
oh.
I'm sorry. Flooded.
Look at that.
You're fine.
I don't like mint over here.
So I'm just fine. It's nothing. It's nothing uncomfortable.
Yep.
Right?
Right?
It's fine. Over the top.
Wow, this smell over here.
It's more moderate.
It's very fragrant over here.
Yeah, I'm very, very
Self-restraint.
interesting smelling right now. Yeah.
You put everything on the essence.
And not like dirty hair.
Not like
No,
that.
not that one. Fresh baby.
Like
Fresh
that.
baby.
Yeah, my mother did.
But yes, what I picked was something for sight. Sorry. Something for sight. I picked the Holy Mosque, and correct me if I'm wrong, Mecca? That's what you say?
Mecca. Yeah.
Mecca.
Mecca. In Saudi Arabia.
Mhm.
And then I put like historical things. It's located in Mecca in Saudi Arabia. It was established during the Abraham period, like biblical figure. The administration is the Saudi Arabian government. The leaders or imams are Abdul Rahman Al. Okay, I'm about to butcher these names. And the capacity, I thought that was really cool, is 900,000 people, and then it goes up to 4 million when it's during the Hajj period. And it has. Remember we talked about the minarets? It has 9 of them. And
What did you learn about the minarets?
he was telling us like what the symbolic of their nature is, that they're pointing like to a certain place, right? Is that what you told us?
You tell us. Let's see if you learn.
Well, you remember what they're used for, or traditionally what they're used for? Why there is this tall tower on a mosque?
Like pointing to Allah.
That can be, definitely. But it's usually you call people to pray from it.
So that's one of the things in the Middle
hear
East
all
that
the
you
time.
hear all the time,
5
because
times a
there's
day.
5 times a day that people worship.
So these days, that's where you mount your loudspeaker. No.
And you should know that the prayer rug, if you're at work and not in one of the mosques,
You
you,
can say
just
it
pull
with-
out that,
okay.
and which way do you face?
The
Towards
Mecca.
Mecca.
Towards this mosque.
Towards this mosque, no matter where you are, you face that direction.
Either in Iran, you face east,
Yeah.
west,
Yeah, so you're east or west depends where you're
south,
located.
north. Yeah.
And then, like an interesting fact that I found out about it was that in 1399, the mosque was burned, and like it suffered water damage too. And then it was rebuilt by
Mamluk.
Mamluk
Sultan.
Sultan Nasir. Okay, his name is
Faraj bin Babu.
Yeah. That's a mouthful.
His pronunciation's beautiful.
Yes.
The qa is very difficult for qa.
And then I think that he rebuilt it like fast because he started rebuilding it as soon as like it got like damaged, and then he finished in 1405.
They didn't have all the cranes that we have.
He's
today.
an Egyptian sultan. He was from Cairo. Mamluk.
We know that because he's a Mamluk Sultan.
I think actually he was killed in 1405. He was deposed because there was, people.
Well, he
went-
finished it though.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
And then this is like an overview of the mosque.
So you can see why it holds so many people. Wow.
Yeah.
Like,
It's huge. And that's a night overview.
I feel like I read somewhere that women are not allowed inside. Is that?
I didn't see
No.
any pictures of
No.
women
No,
inside.
women
The opposite, actually. This is the place that women and men can
Yeah.
pray side by
Oh,
side.
really? Oh, okay. Yeah.
When you visit Mecca, you go in a shroud, as if you were on the day of your death. You take everything off except for a white cloth.
Yeah, everyone was dressed in white.
and therefore, male or female.
And then this is the mosque during the Ottoman period in 1850. So it looked like different to me.
Yeah,
It was like
it's-
more covered.
Did you see that black cube in the middle?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That in the corner of it I mean, the history of Islam says that before Muhammad came, that idols were being worshipped in the idols of Mecca were being worshipped there. So when he came, they destroyed the idols and said there's only God. God are not in physical things. That's why the prohibition against physical things. And that was the actual building which idols were on. The side of it, there was a meteorite that was supposedly given to God, to Abraham at its founding by God.
Wow.
The meteorite is inside the
It's
building.
in the corner where you can touch it when you go by.
And is the building covered by a drape? What is the color is black?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Is it
It's a
black
cloth.
stone or is it cloth? It looks like cloth.
stone, and then people send that cloth used to be sent either from the Persian court or from the Ottoman court or from the Egyptian court once a year,
I see.
and then as an offering to the
And there was a
shrine.
grand event
Yeah.
in making that. It would spend the whole year, the best artisans making that cloth, and it would reflect the tradition of the culture that it's coming from. And there's kind of like competition to outdo themselves in the artistry every year.
But because for the longest time Mecca was in the Ottoman Empire, it usually came from Istanbul.
So then this is like a ground view of how it looks. Of the mosque at night inside though, while they're doing prayer.
With the black box.
I once talked to someone who had been inside, because not many people get to go inside the black thing. So I said, "What did you see when you went inside?"
Darkness.
He said, he said there was a light bulb and a table.
Is there a big black site?
It's an empty room where idols were, but now God resides because it doesn't need to be in the shape of an idol.
Why do they? I saw some picture, like a video. They seem to be
They go
walking around.
Yes, circumambulation of the Kaaba is part of the Hajj.
Outside. And do they do it a certain number of times?
Yes, I don't remember the number.
Yeah, I don't
actually.
remember.
You know, 8 times.
8 or yeah.
But going around shrines has been, like, even in Iran, the Zoroastrians go around, the Buddhists go around. It's
a prayer.
Japanese go around,
Prayer.
Hindus go around.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the religions have some aspect of that.
Okay.
And then this is the architecture inside.
And
And
again,
this is-
notice the
So it's
geometry.
beautiful.
May I comment that this black and white is classic Mamluk architecture. So all over Egypt, well, Cairo, there's whenever you see this, and there's all kinds of places, this is the Mamluk period. It's very distinct. Now here, this tremendous number of pillars is I mean, amazing and fabulous, and you don't see this in a typical building.
The black and
The
white.
banding is very Mamluk, as you said.
That's what I mean.
But it's also interesting because in Italy, in the early Renaissance, some of the churches, like
Yeah.
Orvieto Cathedral,
Yes,
they're like this.
absolutely.
So maybe influence from Islam.
Mm.
And then that's the picture of people inside worshiping.
And you're gonna appreciate the white shroud.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was what he was talking about. Everyone dressed in white. I was like, why is everyone wearing
You
white?
see the women pull it over their heads.
See,
Yeah,
there's a woman
I
right in
see
the center.
now. Before I just thought it was like guys covering their heads.
And this seems to be the place of ablution. It
Yeah.
seems that these are, like this guy is washing his feet, I think, down
Yeah.
here, This guy just probably did the
nose thing.
so he's washing, you put water over your hair. It's too bad Zahra didn't join us, but because she also, of course, knows about this.
Well, you wash before you pray,
Yes,
and it
and
puts you in a state of
before you
ritual
enter.
Yes.
the house.
purity.
Yes.
And there's things that you like. If you don't do anything unclean, you can pray again. Let's say you eat, if you sleep, if you touch someone of a different sex, if you do, things, then you have to wash again.
Yeah.
We were just talking about this in class. Zahra